welcome back everyone. This is Dark Silence from Dark Silence Reviews coming at you with another Let's Play segment. We're going to be playing Hellpoint today by developer Cradle Games and publisher Tiny Build. It is currently available on the Xbox Live Marketplace for anybody to procure. It does offer some level of co-op, but it needs to be patched. And I'm pretty sure they're on it because this game is pretty solid. It is one of those Dark Souls-ish kind of games, but it's more sci-fi. I really enjoyed this game. I've gotten pretty hooked on it. There is a lot, and I mean a lot of secrets to uncover. I've got 400 gamer scores so far. I've already beat the game. I am going to be doing a new game plus going to the game again. I've been trying to look for an FNG to lower the difficulty by 1 point, 2 point, just to go back to exploration and get to where I'm at. So, with that being said, when it comes to New Game Plus, let me give you a bit of a warning before you go and do it yourself. To start off, the tippy top of this base, I guess you could say, or colony, you see the red circle, that's where you need to go in order to fight the boss. It's called the Adliers or something like that. You can't miss it. You can fight them at any given time. There is 2 endings, I believe, maybe more, I don't know. But it is a really weird game when it comes to story, like all Dark Souls are. But this one seems to make a little bit more sense than Dark Souls games do. With that being said, you need to be careful because the minute you New Game Plus, it'll be either a +2 or a +3 to difficulty. So everything that you do is going to take more damage, and it'll be like starting off all over again. It's going to be real harsh. I've had a bit of trouble. There's been like times where I have to go back and actually grind for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in the same spot just to get through. They do offer some kind of co-op, and it makes the game disgustingly easier. Not too much easier, but enough so that you don't have to watch your back as much, because the AI will aggro them as well as you. And if you switch off the aggro, you can kind of tag team them. One thing I will note is you will lose all your coin progress. I don't know how exactly you use it, but my coins restarted on Plus. Be very, very careful and be very, very sure before you go in and actually fight the main boss and talk to him. There's going to be a platform, a point of no return. You'll know because you'll have to make a jump, and that's where you actually have to talk to him. He's like kind of like a floating thing up in the air, kind of like Transformer looking. Be very careful. If you're not ready to beat the game, do not go near him. Go back and explore. I don't know if it's saving the original coins that I found in the game, but it erased all of them, and I have to start from scratch again. They're all in the same spots, mind you, but they're that much more annoying to re-get and redo because everything's a lot stronger. All the bosses are amplified on New Game Plus. They have more damage. They just destroy you no matter what armor you're wearing. I wear an energy armor because like everybody knows the stat when I use the key. The more hits you get in, you can get in another hit. If you can't get another hit, then you're looking for an attack. That's not saying that you can use whatever weapon you want. Some people have purple weapons, but I'm just going with the saber or the blade. Another thing that all your progress resets. All the areas all over again. All the new break points or the new teleport points and everything. All of those all over again. Everything all over again. All the dark things all over again. So if you were going after that night achievement, guess what? It's done. You have to do the whole entire, all of them again in order to get up to that Arcane Night or whatever, Arcane Night, whatever it's called. The achievements towards the end are going to be a little rough. I got the EVA suit. That one was like a little bit crazy. way around it. So there's got to be some trick to it. Anyhow, there's a lot of things that I'm behind on. Let's just get started on some gameplay here. That's basically everything that I've learned from the game. And any secrets that I uncover, obviously, in the game and in this stream will be looked at as tips and hints. So if you see something cool on my stream and you see like a coin that I gathered or something like that, just treat this as a tips and hints as well as a Let's Play segment. So I'm level 89. I'll show off my stats here. It really just depends on how you want to deck out your character. After a certain amount of levels, you get a boost in health and damage and everything. You can out level everything in the game. Since I finished the game at about 70 something, I believe, around 70 or 60 something, close to 70. I finished the game the first time around those levels. So it's safe to say that there's going to be a 60-70 level cushion on top of that. So you're looking at towards the end of the game to where everything's going to get easy again on New Game Plus. Unless I find that effigy to take down the difficulty, you are going to be going at it for a little bit. Let me see. There is a lot of lagginess. So you can place your hand for people to help you in the game. Obviously right now I don't know who's going to be on, who's going to be up, who's going to be trying to do these areas with other people. It doesn't tell you whether somebody New Game Plus or not. You'll get sucked in whether you like it or not. Everybody plays different. And I believe my health injector is a +5. So you can get up to 5 of them. The only problem is that like it starts you off with 2, and you have to attack your way up in order to earn more of them. I don't know how many total I have because like I seen it at +5, but I have to do everything all over again. Anyhow, let me get into my stats here to show off kind of what I'm at. I have quite a bit of health. I took away one of the health modules in order to help my SP. I want high SP. My EP isn't too high, even though maybe I should be working on it. My data gathered is 105.17%. I don't know what happens and what the max is for that. You can keep taking that up. There is a Native American guy that you gotta talk to on the side right here, and I've seen him in 4 different spots. I know all those spots by heart, but I'm thinking that there's a 5th spot. At about 4 spots, I believe he hands you something here. Here's another tip. If you find them in all 4 spots, I'll be pointing them out as I go through the game. I don't know how long I'll be playing, but where are you at? It should be right here somewhere. Okay, so he gives you this right here, the Sanity Puppet. It reduces vulnerability to Nile forces, NIHL. I don't know exactly what it stands for, but let's just say darkness. Somehow gazing at its grotesque little figure brings a faint feeling of serenity. So basically it helps with that. What I have equipped right now is a sinew reinforcement. It lets me make more attacks with less stamina, so it really helps a lot. I don't know how much less after I take it out, but every hit takes less stamina, so I can make like 4 power hits or 5 power hits in a row before like I'm too tired, and a couple dodges in between. The stamina is the most important. Obviously the health, you want to be able to take a hit too, but once you get to a certain point, like health doesn't even matter, because like if they're gonna just whack you in one hit and kill you, like there's nothing you can really do. So all the keys reset, unfortunately for me. And there are certain enemies that you want to kill for some of the gods. There's 2 gods that I know of. I killed one of them. I forgot to kill the other one. So this one, the daemons, are the guys with the the pikes, and they have like these little circular things on their back. You can't miss them. They're like pretty tall, and they're like the only one that fight with a big lance. The Thespians are those really big guys. Before this area, there's a big guy that you fight. You're gonna have to fight lower and smaller versions of them, and you need to find 10 of those each a piece. In order to get these offerings, you gotta actually talk to the gods, and the only way you can talk to them is in the Dark World or the Void World, whatever you want to call it. This is what I got for killing one of the gods. I don't know what it does. I'll find out eventually. And this leads me to believe that there's another god, and I don't know where he's at quite yet. But you can make pacts with them. I believe there's 3 different ones, but there could be 4 or 5. It's hard to say at this point. Maybe there's even more. There is one thing that I was looking for in my last playthrough, and it was the model AI patch conductor. I need to find the nervous wiring, and I haven't come across it. So hopefully this time around I'll find that to make that. EVA suits are in the top before you fight the main boss. You get a whole suit, so you don't even have to worry about making it. Anyhow, this is the armor I'm wearing. I have all the rest of them. I just need to take up like reflex and cognition and foresight in order to wear each one, but I haven't really got around to it because this one gives me a lot of energy. So basically I'm all stamina, and the main weapon I'm using is the antiquated officer glaive +7. You could take your weapon up as far as you want it to go. I do not know what the most powerful weapon is. I think it boils down to whatever you choose to fight with. I was thinking the hatchet might be better, but I haven't leveled it up enough because it's only a +4 and it's at 42, and this one's already a +7 and it's 51. So I'm thinking the hatchet might be my to go-to weapon later on because it has better reflex and tenacity along with power and strength. So I'm gonna try and upgrade that over time. Anyhow, let's get started here. I left a mark on the ground over there. It's not gonna work, I guess, for this area. There's a Native American guy. This is the first area you find him. He's right here, usually talking. You just gotta keep talking to him. He gives you the sit icon right here, the sit taunt. There's a couple items to the side right there, just kind of like souls and stuff. Nothing fancy. So I'm gonna try and go and fight the boss over here. You gotta watch this area because they shoot you from the top left and the top right. Just dodge before trying to see when they. A lot of like a void area boss in this couple items up here in the areas. These guys take out so much health. Pick up this item. Relay conductor. There's other stuff that you can put into your weapons too. I only put like attack power up on the weapons, so some will have more reflex, have more magic power. Just depends on what you want to mix them with. Okay. So I have 2 health bars here. I should be kind of working my way up to 3 to fight this Puppet Master boss. But I guess I'm gonna be ready to go. Use the magic here. So I might not do too good this time around. Like I said, they are a little bit more powered. This one's a little easier, so long you have another person to help you out. I don't have one right now. I can put one by the boss right here. Hope for somebody to come in, but the only thing is that like it can be a little laggy if you're not careful with it. The healing orb that I'm using right now heals me for a little bit, but it uses up magic, and once it's done with magic, that's it. It's a matter of time to out-level her, though. I would figure by like level 100, you start to out-level nearly everything. A lot of it has to do with exploration. I couldn't find any effigies to lower the difficulty this playthrough, so I can't remember why I found any of them either, which sucks. Unless I just don't get to lower the difficulty in this one. Okay, so we got an event right here, and thankfully it's right here. So that's gonna hurt me to fight the boss. If I have 5 of them, I would be good to go on that boss. I just need to like work up the amount right now. Basically, you get more by killing enemies. It fills up the bar. It looks like I'm about to collect another one right now too. This area isn't too bad. There's a couple secrets in it. There is a hidden wall at the beginning of the area. See if I can't build up the... Basically, the way to cheese it as well is just to go back to the healing station instead of using your magical recharge, I believe. Healing injectors basically don't use them. Just keep going back to the area. It doesn't refresh it like in Dark Souls, so you don't have to worry about them messing that up for you in the game. At least not yet. Right now, I would kind of take advantage of that before every time you touch it, it refreshes everything on the map. The problem now is that like I can't see my let me move the chat bar to the bottom right. So I have 18,000. So it takes me about 32 to level up. It's getting pretty bad. 36 to level up. At this point, I could probably just teleport and upgrade my weapons. See where the axe is after one or two. There's a shortcut right here in this area as well if you want to cut across these areas. These two that drop down in here. Got to run past these artillery ones. You hide behind these areas, you shouldn't get hit right here. Just wait for their shots. Hide behind the next one. And then right here they'll make another shot. Try and pull it down. Can't get you past that point. Sometimes I get lucky, but that's a pretty easy little tip there. There is the glaive that I have currently equipped up in this area. Just make sure to go up right here and you'll grab it to the right. Okay, let's go to the podium observatory. So your upgrade station is going to be right here. Really the only place that I know of to upgrade your equipment. There's other places, but this is one. So it goes up 15. I think the hatchet is going to be the way to go. I have two of the god weapons because I already did it, but I don't remember what it was that they gave me. It was one of the channelers, and the other one was like a hand of some sort. Some people like to fight with the shield, but it takes down your stamina quite a bit. That and like I guess your ghost is really disgusting to beat if he has a shield, especially if he has a tower shield. Anything that's huge, he leaves himself completely defensible. There's no way around him. Okay, so that's it for that weapon. They're getting expensive. There's a little upgrade station and stuff down here. Remember to read all these these green handprints. They actually take up some of your data. Okay, so let's see if I have another area that's kind of open instead of going that specific way. Exploration is key. You never know when you'll have another area open. Nothing there. There is a area on the second floor that you go all the way up. I believe I have a video up in my clips. Just gotta be real careful getting up there. It's a pretty interesting one to get up to. The second and third floor. It's in this area though. It's to the right. The blue handprints are to help people out, I believe. So keep that in mind. I put that up at the beginning. I believe I got a key for the archaeology, so hopefully I'll be able to open up another door here. I got it right after I fought that last boss. Show off the areas too. Want to show off as much as possible for the game. I will be uploading this to YouTube as well for anybody who was wondering. It's definitely going to be highlighted. I don't know if I have a second segment, but I'll get as much done as possible. If I don't have trouble with some of the bosses and stuff, which I probably will for some. This elevator takes forever. Down we go. kill everything. Even if they don't give you many souls, it'll take up your injectors. That's what I'm looking for. Souls don't really bother me anymore because it takes so much to level up. So it doesn't even phase me. Down there, if you notice the stairs and stuff, there's a bunch of items and stuff down there. A lot of people don't know about that area, but if you miss it, you go all the way over to the right. There's a jump in between right there that has even more items. Don't remember what they are, but I like to collect everything myself, so I call it declutter exploration. Okay, so right here, where you open the key. Okay, just unlock the second area. Should help me a little bit. There's something inside over there. I don't remember what it was. People that have these handprints up. This area you put in the OSs, you talk to some of the things that are, I guess they're like artificial intelligence or something, or souls stuck in like cubes. And you can talk to them or whatever. Sometimes you gotta be careful with those areas because they're a little tricky to maneuver. You get a little lost. There's a couple areas down here. Side right here. To the right, jump for the breach. Couple items. That's a pretty decent shield if you're a shield wielder. Okay, here we go. Fearful effigy. That's the one I'm going to use to drop to just a little bit here. Which is going to help me quite a bit, actually. Everything else was a little rough. Now I don't have to worry as much, and I could actually go through the game a little easier for everyone. There's the +1 on the side. I believe there's an achievement for dropping it. there's also one for raising it. Got the raise one. If I get another effigy of, or another 2 effigies of here, I'll raise it out of nowhere. See if there's an achievement for that. Everything's a lot a bad thing, but now it's I'm over leveled, which is a good thing. I had been looking for that. Now it's gonna be like a piece of cake. A lot of enemies come out of these things. Ice killed. There's something up here, or something across there. I don't think I need it, but I'm gonna try and make that jump anyways. Those things get in the way so much. Sometimes you miss your jump or you overshoot it. Keep in mind that you're not gonna make all jumps. The game can push you aside. Especially those little robot things that float through the air. They could push you left or right past your target, or just dead stop you and make you fall straight down. I really don't like those little robots that float around. They don't actually do anything, but they get in the way a lot. Frustrated now. I need to rebuild my injectors up. sometimes if you look down to certain areas, you'll find like trees and stuff that have coins. If you just look down, it's like you gotta climb on certain areas. You just gotta keep your eye open for some of that stuff. Ultimately, nothing really super like changes about stronger bosses. Here in this area, just drop down. Make sure to access all these computers. They take up some of your exploration. Side over here. Should probably go back and make that jump. Shortcut. Where I was looking at the last time. Let's go back down and around. Shortcuts are the best because like you can unlock a certain area and not have to worry about it again. Just cut through everything. There's another breach point. Breach points take up all your data. This area is pretty crazy. This one has a ton of secrets in it. At the beginning I couldn't find too many, but like later on down the road I was able to open up everything, end up on the roofs. There's even secrets on the roofs. There's like extra little rooms and stuff, corridors all over the place. It's ridiculous how many places are tied to this Soen district. See how many I can do streaming. Another breach point. There's 2 bosses in this area, basically 2 for 1 deal. Pretty rough too. Gave a lot of people a lot of trouble. closes after a bit. Oh, it's right below me. Anyhow, that's the one area that I've been scratching my head about for a while. I hear it, but I don't see it. Code for everybody. Make sure you write those down. Those are very helpful because they eventually unlock those eyes. I don't know exactly what each area gives, but assuming it's something good. I didn't do it on the first playthrough because I beat the game by accident. That's new. Process some of this stuff. It'd be good to be able to print stuff if you need anything. I haven't really needed to do anything, but I have been thinking about making a Fool's probably more to it. I'm missing something. Shield right there. I double back and make sure I open up all the secret stuff. This place is kind of huge. Never hurts to double back. Never know what you miss. Sometimes things respawn. Could be a little confusing. There is something that does help, actually, to show where you've been. I'm going to equip it right now. I'll drop like little yellow dots showing where you've been, so that you know. another entrance. All right. Heal up here. Hopefully I don't die against these prophets or zealots or crazy religious people. I don't know what they're what they should be called. I believe there's a, what was that armor that I got earlier? Why heal? The risen prophets.
That I need to move. There's like 3 items in there, or probably some more. good thing I have that right there so that everybody knows to come back to it when they figure it out. That's exactly what I'm striving to do this playthrough. Nothing but exploration and figuring all that stuff out. I believe I found 4 of those gates. Maybe 5, I'm not sure. second time that's happened to me in that place. Although I never got the key before to the other area. like how like none of the enemies kill me. It's ridiculous. Kill your ghost, you end up getting one whole injector. Just need to go back to the switch out. Use your little yellow cube. Right where I left them. See, yeah, like it's easy to miss that jump if you're not paying attention enough. I would even say that it's easy to miss that jump as well, even if you are paying attention. Guess that's it.
jaśma, dagu jaśma. Bechum, podchodź nur pierdolić, trechować, wyrczeć, nie chuj marowy. Że mój masz szczur, dotrzymasz z bani. Trechować, wyrczeć, promusz moczyć. Wyszczypać. Nie chuj marowy. Warszawy teń. Trechować, wyrczeć. Uszyn. Bechum zaborożowania. Że mój masz szczurak. Wyszczypać. Dotrzymasz z bani. Grzywy runiem myć. Że mój masz szczurak. Grzywy runiem myć. Promusz moczyć.
Yeah, this is the area I need to do.
Wyniesz umrę. Drądery.
West. We open this area over here for you. There is one area that doesn't have access. It's denied in this place, but I'm not really sure where it goes to, but it does. Because I was open it prior.
Alright, here we go.
Let's escort this guy.
Almost found it. That would have been a bad move.
że mój ma wyszczypa parszawy teń, bechu zaporo. Parszawy teń. Niech mój ma trechować, wyrczeć, bechu, że mój masz. Niechły Maro. Promóż moczyć. Trechować, wyrczeć. Wyszczypać. Że mój masz. Drądery miłość. Że mój masz czuraj. Bechu zaborożowa.
Oh, he's still following me. I wonder if it bugged out.
Dyry michocz. Trechować, wyrczeć.
The Native American guy should be sitting on the 3rd floor, one of these floors. Where is he?
Wyższy. Drodryk mi, że mój ma... I nie szamuj do wejdę. Nie chuj marowy. Warszawy teń. Wynie... Drodry michocz. Trechować, wyrczeć. Wyszczypać. Podchodź nornox. Wyszczypać. Grzywy runiem myć.
Okay, so we need a code to access the power relay.
Że mój ma szczura, nie chuj marowy. Drodry michocz. Podchodź nornox. Że mój ma szczurak. Bechun zaborożowania. Dotrzymasz wyzwanie. Wyszczy. Bechun, wyniesz umrę. Że mój ma szczurak. Promóż moczyć. Grzywy runiem myć. Warszawy teń. Wyszczypać. Trechować, wyrczeć. Nie chuj marowy. Promóż moczyć. Trechować, wynie. Dotrzymasz wyzwanie. Promóż moczyć. Nie chuj maro.
Kuleanka tänään maa huskella. Maste. Maste. Tatanke on pois. Ja, wompa mu alke. Nu ajan. Nu hanke. Ja hasmulle anta. Mea hos. Mea kap. Maste. Tatanke on pois. Mea lo. Hanke lo. Mas dank mulla janta way nuanskea o ale jauka mas nu hanke ek mea kable op mas tene jake o ma huske tene amake
There is a third person that shows up right here on one of these floors as well. I think it's right here somewhere that shows up. I haven't met him yet. You can meet him down in a different area. Take the shortcut, cut through, and then head all the way to the back and fight the puppet master. Should be another couple things in there too. There's 2 bosses in this area, I believe. And then there's a tram. I'll double back to the tram after I beat this boss. Fight the enemies at some point when you have enough level, like myself, pretty avid with the areas, you don't really have to worry anymore. Checkpoint here, once I die. Nope, synchronize this breach. Actually, should I synchronize this one? This area because those guys are like just disgusting with their aim. They never miss. The shots homing on YouTube. This isn't the only area. Okay. Definitely where the Native American guy will eventually show up, so keep this one in mind as well. Maybe that's number 5. Or the 5th area, I'm not sure. Wherever those fires are usually where he ends up at. Up a lot of your data. It's good to read it all. Oh, I just killed myself. That was dumb. Whoops. You make mistakes. Thankfully, I'm like right there in that area. always the falls, I swear. Like, the falls are the things that get me, not anything else. It's so, like, ridiculous. But that's where I make my mistakes. Whopper of a stream too, a video. Definitely highlighting this. I did a pretty good run so far. Not too much trouble. Difficulty went down just a little bit at the beginning, but you know. I hate those guys. Yeah, Space Souls. Or Data. Something like that. The story's really weird. Yes. Combos are not very... not very fluid. They're very, like, stiff. But it does. There are some enemies areas that are like really ridiculous. You know, the crazy thing is that like Dark Souls is one of those storylines that is just like really weird. It's more like history and people that went insane. And in this one, there's actually Earth in that library was just in. I'll highlight it at about 140 is when I was exploring the library, and they talk about Earth, and it's actually an AI that's controlling this whole place. I don't know what happened to the place per se. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'm assuming that the AI went crazy. It feels like it's like less linear. Like they have diverging paths where like you can take left or right, and that's the only linear kind of choice that you have when it comes down to that. But everything else is up to you to figure out. All the little secrets, all the little exploration is like the craziest thing on this game is that you could be walking through like certain areas and you can find all kinds of stuff. It's actually really messed up at the end. This is my new game plus. I don't know if I want to ruin it completely for somebody, but you know, I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb. Yeah, kind of like that.
So basically, this AI sends you out through multiple, I guess you could say, multiverses, because he's an AI and he happens to have all that knowledge and everything. And every time he sends one of these things out, which is you, he collects the data once they make it back to them. The achievement is literally called "Give It Up Without a Fight," I believe, on one of the achievements. So he literally like kills you, and you just kind of restart, like back at the beginning. So you're kind of stuck in like Groundhog Day in a way because of it. I haven't really figured out if it's all a simulation or if it's like you're really like a mechanized human walking around. Yeah, I believe you can. I remember I couldn't beat him though, so I believe you can take over the form of God or whatever you want to call it. But I'm pretty sure, like, either way, it's still kind of, yeah, you can actually fight him. You can actually deny him the data, because like if you notice, like everything that you do, it takes up your data, the breach and everything. So all that data goes to him, I guess, and he just collects it. Yeah, basically the ending. But I haven't seen the ending where you take over, so I'm not really sure what happens if you beat him. I'll be doing that after I figure out everything else, I think. Yeah, it's quite an interesting story. These guys are crazy. They're risen. I actually really got hooked on it. I haven't been able to drop it since I got it like a week ago. I've been playing it almost every day for quite a few hours. I believe I locked in at about 20 something hours the other day when I beat it. I do have my issues with it. The online is not smooth. The combat can feel a little clunky and missed, but I feel like enough updates are coming, and since they're actually going to be working on it, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. I think for its price, it's about its price, basically. It's not a Dark Souls game, obviously. If you want something that's like going to be like crazy, whatever, you know. It's just that this one's more like a space kind of like mechanical Dark Souls. There are different weapons. I have a hatchet, a column, a couple other ones. They have the sabers. They have the halberds. I'm just using this one because I've already upgraded it towards +7. They have like scimitars. They have like big maces. I believe they even have like daggers and stuff. They do have some ranged weapons. Like there's these ones, the Amber Prophet. Yeah, I primary melee weapons, but they do have magic weapons here. They have guns, I believe. I don't know exactly like how they work. I think it's like a gun sword kind of. Like you use it to attack and you use it to like shoot at a distance or something like that. I don't know what it uses up. I haven't used the rest of the weapons basically. There is shields as well, so if you're a shield fighter too, like you can use that with some of your weapons. This game is out as of right now. Currently available on the Xbox Live Marketplace or PlayStation Store, I believe. I also think it might be out on PC. Okay. At 34,000, I don't think that's enough for a level. Just shy of a level.
buggy in some spots. They do need to fix stuff like that. It's a little rough, but ultimately I got it there. Here we go. Okay, so he's not up here yet. So that sucks. I came up here for nothing. I'll have to come back later. But you're right, there are no real like combos that you can, not with these, not with the weapon that I have right now. I think it's a little bit slow. They do have daggers and stuff. So here we go. Item, very important. So I got one of the seals. They do have collectible coins that are going to be things to collect. They're hidden all over the place, and let's see if I can check how many I have here. I have 12 right now, and you need like 60 something. Yeah, I've been playing it for a while. Online does seem to have a little bit of lag. Sometimes you'll have to send somebody a code in order to like have them connect, or be near a door, or wait out the what's it called? Wait out the lag delay, because as they connect to you, it's a little laggy. But they are working on that right now, so I suspect that it'll be fixed pretty soon. I did notice that people are starting to put up their little handprints as well, so that you can help them and vice versa. I've had one join me, but I was already on New Game Plus, so he had to dip out because he was like dying a lot. But yeah, that's basically most of the issues. Every so often you'll like miss a hit. The hit detection's a little off sometimes. I don't know if it's for all the weapons or just some weapons, or maybe I'm attacking too fast. They should all be patched out and fixed. I'm sure they have a whole list of issues that they're going to patch and fix. So as of right now, I think that it's a good game in spite of all its issues, and I do think that they're going to patch them. They're pretty good about patching stuff. Yeah, when you go to those breaches, that's where you level up. Your actual stats level up pretty hard by themselves as well, every couple points. But the main point the more you level up a certain skill, the more you're gonna feel the difference in the game. Whoops. You definitely want to get me now. Oh no. Some type of let me these are the actual stats that my character are running with right now. Induction is tied to like loadout. I have 20 health, 23 stamina, 1 to energy, which is probably like mana
or whatever, and then I have 32 strength, reflex is 17. That's like kind of they do have a crafting system, but you can upgrade your weapons based on whatever you want to put into them. It's really crazy what they let you do with them. It's not it's like super in depth, but it's enough to where like you notice the difference in the weapon. Because like if you notice mine, it says it's a +7 at the top right there, and then I have a hatchet at +5. The regular one is just regular, you know. So they do have that kind of system implemented. I need to go and heal.
Nam dajesz, Rejrzecz. Braśny. Rejrzecz Marysz. Nam dajesz. Nie ru, a powita. Wierbasz, nie ruch. Rejrzecz. Wiem.
Trying to talk to this guy.
Powita, wyr.
Get in front of him to talk. Runs everywhere. And I died. I got poisoned. It was draining my health for a while there. I hate those people with the glowing balls. They hit you with that stuff and it starts poisoning you or something. It's weird. Unless it was those cobra tigers.
Razem
Yeah,
żeś.
basically its own little made-up language. I believe the company that made it is Cradle Games. I don't know where they're specifically based at, but could be onto something there. Yeah, but they do have a Native American in here too that talks as well, and the gods have their own little languages too. So. Let's see if I can run through this time. I think this one's always funny. They have that like little Illuminati sign right there. That's like the worshiping it's always some weird religion. Down slash is like killer. It's very OP for me. You have to unequip a shield in order to do that kind of attack. Double and then it stuns them. It's Freddy Krueger. Okay. So there you go. Tiny Build is the publisher. Don't take any chances. Just keep them down. Possibly. I can only detect a few, although I don't really hear too much French in their wording that they use, but I could, maybe it's a different language altogether, like a French dialect that I'm not familiar with. Keys in. I got 3. No, I don't know how. Patriarch one. Snake. Okay, I need to one. It's my next breach. There was one up there somewhere. Yeah, the stamina can be a little, if you want to run everywhere. But even Dark Souls runs on a kind of stamina system, you know? It was pretty bad at the beginning. I couldn't even, yeah, it's a huge game. Like, when I've gone to certain areas, they just overwhelming. Like, at the beginning, like, I'm like, oh, these areas aren't that big. You know, it's going to be a short game, blah, blah, blah. But no, a lot of secrets. There's lots of this game. It's definitely going to be 20 hours through more. It depends on how you do it. I like the Warhammer, actually, the recent one. I believe there's 2 out that are kind of like action RPG-ish. But I don't know which Warhammer. There's so many different kinds of Warhammers right now. There's the Warhammer with the rats that are like kind of like first person. That one's more like Left 4 Dead rats. Okay, this is definitely a shortcut right here. And then the other one, I believe I have a video up somewhere for that one too. And a couple of bugs and glitches. I don't know if they probably patched them by now, but there was another Warhammer that was like kind of like action RPG. That one was really good. And they had another one that was more chapter based. I couldn't get into that one, but maybe I'll give it another shot later on down the road. It was like a linear storyline or something. It was kind of weird. Kind of like Diablo-esque as well. I knew that was gonna happen. Running jump. No problem, man. Thank you for stopping in and checking out the stream and asking questions. The story could get more complicated, like I said too. There's probably a lot of little like snippets that I'm missing, because like there's 2 storylines with those characters that I was trying to talk to that I don't fully, you know, understand. But one of them's trying to get to Earth and get off the station, and the other one, I don't know what he's trying to do. He just sounds crazy. I'm missing something. Double check. Hey, yeah, what's up? You lose your souls if you die twice. You have one chance to pick them up wherever you left them behind, and after that, you're done. You gotta start your soul grind all over again. The most annoying thing you'll have to deal with every death is maybe a load screen. So it's not as punishing. It's not like you die too much or raise the level too much or something like that it starts changing up. At least not that I know of yet. Yeah, it's the same concept. Recover them before you lose them. Obviously, I don't know where my souls are right now. Anywhere. Wherever I drop. Sometimes they do get stuck. I can see them anywhere over there. They'll get stuck on the bottom from time to time, but sometimes they'll end up like right in front of your breach if it's like some weird out of place thing. Yeah, the guy with the shield and the guy with the little ball that spins was one of the bosses. There was a huge version of that snake lion thing that you have to fight as well. There's another one called the Thespian. It's like this big gigantic ball, huge guy with a big mouth in the middle of its stomach, and he's huge. He has like he's annoying. I don't like that boss, but he has like a pretty long reach. And then there is obviously the main boss, which is like a robot that floats around. It's kind of like an AI, basically. It's an AI console with like guns and stuff on it, our defense system. And then there is, what else was there that I know of? Some big shielded guy with a gun. He was pretty ridiculous to fight as well. I didn't like fighting him at the beginning, but there's a method to getting behind him. If you get behind him, you don't have to worry about too much. Okay, so like it is gone. Oh, so over there is where I need to get for sure. Let's see. No, don't go too far. The souls are gone. And there's an item down there? Oh, that's right. There's a couple other bosses too, but I haven't found them yet. There's like this dark world where you have to fight like these weird ghost boss as well. I don't know what it's like, the void or something. It's weird. There's like quite a few of those. They have like a shield and just I don't know, like they have like lightning moves or freezing moves. It's weird. There's also gods that you got to talk to. I believe if you check my gamer tag, you can see a couple of the god bosses. One of them wrecked me because he was like lava, and the other one I didn't have too much trouble with. He was just kind of savage. Get behind him, kill. Oh, he's dead. That's the ghost that appears every so often if you die prior to certain things too. Every time you die, there's a ghost that spawns, and it's like a copy of you. It's like you're fighting your own data or your own ghost or something like that. And that is another enemy you have to fight in the game. I can guarantee that there's 2 other bosses as well, but I haven't seen them yet. This game is just secret, so I have to find all of them. There's probably even more than that. But I would guesstimate there's at least 6 to 8 bosses, maybe more. 12 in total, maybe more. Because some are the same. I don't know if I should count
one of them because they don't all look different. There's quite a few bosses. They're annoying at the beginning. This is a new room, actually. I've never been here before. Another breach. Oh, this is the beginning. Okay. I know exactly where I'm at. That was a shortcut, actually. Easy to get turned around.
wydrzeć me braśny, razem rzeszeń, nichujki. Nie rucham sabotem. Wiem. Rej rzecz, żemra, nam da. Szro, rej rzecz ma braśny lecz, razem rzeszeń, a powista wyż. Razem rześ, żemraszeń. Szomida.
So that's crazy. Just want to use this out for a good time. Cutting off here soon. I elevator. So there's one below me that I can drop down to. There's a coin. Maybe a coin or two somewhere around. Try and finish up the area. Try keyword. And then wrap it up. place is so easy to get turned around in. Dead end. One more key that I need. I'm like looking for this key everywhere. That's the only thing that's like kind of eluding me right now in my memory. Going through the game. I forgot where that dang key is. Where it could be at this point. I've already explored everywhere and I can't remember where that last key would have been. Kinda sucks because we've come all this way. How huge these areas are. They're so That's the second time I've used that. Yeah, it's to the left right there. I can't get over there. I'm trying to figure out how do I get down there.
there. But you will die a lot in this game. I will say that too, especially at the beginning when you're like low level. Even when you're high level, you're still gonna make mistakes. This should really be where I wrap it up though. I really wanted to at least get that last key, but it's not looking good right now. I need that Sun Hall pass. I'm gonna have to find a way to find it. It's one of those things where like you always have to come back. The Sun Hall pass is where I need to get that last key. There's no way I can make that jump either, so there's no point in even trying. I think this is good enough wrap-up point. I thought I would be able to pull it off, but it's not looking like it's gonna work that way. I think I might do another one of these. I'm doing pretty good, and I might as well make a part 2 for the rest of the game. It's been a good Let's Play segment. Made it through, what, 2-3 bosses? Then most of the areas here. Anyhow, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the night. I will be uploading this to YouTube, so don't worry, I will be highlighting it as well. It was a pretty chunky stream, a lot of tips, a lot of hints in there, a lot of little secrets found, coins, etc., armor, you name it, everything was there. A lot of questions answered tonight. Anyhow, once again, Hellpoint is currently available on the Xbox Live Marketplace for anybody to procure by developer Cradle Games and publisher Tiny Build. Once again, thank you all for watching. Huge shout out to Tiny Build for providing the key for the stream. And I will be updating on when I will be uploading this video to YouTube as well. I'll probably make another segment, maybe tomorrow. It really depends on how much time I have. But it's looking like it might get a part 2, and it might be just as chunky. Very good game. 3 hours 24 minutes. and counting. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it, and I think that a lot of other people will enjoy it. This is New Game Plus. Already beat the game once. Quite a bit of information had been shared at the beginning of the stream and all throughout the stream as well. So hopefully it helps you, everybody else out that watches it, and the video as well. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. It's gonna wrap it up. Happy gaming, everyone. Have a good night.